Hey, what's going on with you guys? Purple Gym Live Sports here, back here with another video. So, today I want to do a quick video on Joel Embiid and the 76ers. Also, talk a little bit about the best player in the world debate because, Joel Embiid wants to throw himself in there. But here's my thing with Joel Embiid. I think he's a great player, very talented. But what we have to understand about him is that he's injury prone, which means a lot of times he tends to get injured a lot, and he tends to have a lot of nagging injuries that seem to keep him from playing consistent. And that leads into another thing. He's a very inconsistent player on a different nightly basis. Now, last night he dropped a career high 49 points, which is all well and good, but he did it against the Atlanta Hawks, who actually have the second worst record in basketball to the Golden State Warriors. They have the second worst record in basketball. And again, the 76ers won at home, which I think they are now either 26 or 27-2 at home. But on the road, they are 9-19. They are, I think, one of the worst road teams in the league with the talent that they have. I mean, they have Al Horford, they have Josh Richardson, Ben Simmons, and Ben Simmons is going to be out for a while. So we got to keep our eye on the 76ers to see if this helps them or if this hurts them without him. But, wow. So, I mean, to me, Giannis Antetokounmpo has officially established himself as, to me, the best player in basketball. I think he's played better than LeBron James. He's played more consistent, and he's playing. His team has the best record. He's just been that good. He's been that consistent on a nightly basis. 30, 14, and 6 on a nightly basis. He's just performing, and he's just doing it night in and night out. And he doesn't seem to be skipping a beat. He won the MVP last year. And to me, I think he's on a mission not only to establish himself as a two-time MVP, but he really wants to win the NBA championship this year. It's a fire in him. There's a hunger with him. Like, he wants to get it done. And to me, I don't know if anybody's going to get in his way. I really don't know. Because the way he's playing, how aggressive he is, how efficient he's been, the way he's just taking shots. He's stepping into shots that people would say he isn't a very good shooter, still, which he really isn't. I mean, his three-point percentage isn't very elite, but he's taking those shots to keep the defense honest, to make sure the defense knows that I will take those shots. He's taking mid-range shots. Joel Embiid has not been very efficient this year, and especially for a big man. I think he's only shooting 47%. He's averaging career lows in points, really. I think he's averaging, his lowest in a long time. He's averaging 23 points, only 11 rebounds, which isn't very bad at all. Those aren't even bad numbers. But for him, I mean, last year I think he was averaging like 27 points. What people are expecting from him, really, which because he put this on himself, is for him to be performing at a high level. He's got great footwork. He's a great defensive player. He just does so many things that at a young age too that you love him as a player. But he is so wildly inconsistent, and especially on the road. I mean, against the Bucks, to me, a perfect game to establish yourself and to play excellent basketball is against the number one team in the league on their home floor. Imagine getting a win like that on the road. The amount of confidence that you give the team, and especially leading the team to a win, and especially him dominating on the floor. And he didn't get it done. Giannis got it done that game. He went out and asserted himself. So, to me, Joel Embiid has a lot of work to do. I mean, last night he was saying he should be in that conversation. I mean, and like I said yesterday, every player should want to put themselves in that conversation because it's a confidence thing, it's a self thing. But man, if you're gonna go out and have performances where one night you just look mediocre, then the next night you look super, but you look really bad against the good team and you look really good against the bad team. Well, I mean, that's cool, but I mean, that's just it just shows how inconsistent as a player that you are. So, I mean, for me, I'm not gonna let him get away with that. I know you guys the people who watch basketball definitely aren't letting him get away with that because it's just nonsense, man. You just can't be that wildly inconsistent in games like that. Games that matter. That Milwaukee Bucks game 2 nights ago, actually 3 nights ago. That's the game where you establish yourself. That's the game where you take over and you show teams and you show everybody around the league that you are the best player against the reigning MVP, and you didn't do it. But you could do it against the Hawks. So, I mean, I'm really not even trying to hear it. I'm gonna be honest with you. I ain't trying to hear all that. Um, so yeah, they beat the Hawks, but they were at home, and they really didn't beat the Hawks by that much, which is, yikes. So, but Ben Simmons is out for at least 2 weeks, so we'll see what the team does without Ben Simmons. He's a key piece because he's their playmaker, but Ben Simmons is also he's been one of the best defenders in the league. He's probably going to be defensive all first team, the way he's been playing perimeter defense because of his size. So, got that to look out for. But there's not much NBA news going on right now. No other key losses that I know of. I know Damian Lillard is still out with that groin injury. I don't know how long he's going to be out. He didn't miss last night's game. But CJ dropped, I think. CJ scored a lot. I'm going to just say that. The Bucks almost lost to the Wizards. They won by 2 in overtime, but Bradley Beal dropped 50 points in his second straight game, which is the first since Kobe Bryant, rest in peace. So, I mean, back-to-back games, so that's pretty impressive. But, yeah, that's about it for you guys. So, guys, let me know what you think in the comments. Tell me about some other stuff you guys want me to talk about. It's Purpose of Life Sports. Thank you guys for listening, and I will see you guys in my next video.